This video is for reset. And I'm being selfish because currently I need a reset, and every time I do one, I just jump into the next level always. So, what is a reset? Especially for students, it is so important to reset. Literally press reset button in your life when आपका productivity decrease हो गया है, you're not feeling motivated anymore, आपको पता नहीं आपके goals क्या हैं, and you are just grumpy and you cannot relate to your goals anymore. Hi guys, this is Dr. Kavita. I am a radiation oncologist, a researcher in US, currently in my USMLE journey. I did my residency from Delhi, India, and my goal is to motivate and inspire as many people as I can to become their best version in my own journey when I am trying to become my best version myself. So, talking about reset. So when I was preparing for step 1, there were so many phases जिसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि I don't feel motivated. मैं क्या करूँ, मन ही नहीं करता पढ़ने का आपका, है ना. When you are studying for literally months और आपके scores increase नहीं होते, and you see every other human being in your life, their life is just going on. बट कहीं ना कहीं आपको अपनी लाइफ स्टक लगती है. इन दोज काइंड ऑफ मोमेंट्स reset is really important. So I think if I have convinced you enough why reset is important, let's talk about how to start a reset. Okay, so whenever you want to do a reset, number one thing that you need to do is just get up, get your ass up from wherever you're sitting or lying down, and just change your environment. If you're sitting in bedroom, just come in the another room. If you're sitting on your study chair, then just leave the room and just change your environment completely. Now you come back again in some time in the same room where you spend most of your time studying and analyzing your goals, and then you just take a look at the area. You will see how messy it is, isn't it? So सबसे पहले आपका काम है अपने सारे रूम को क्लीन करना. And do not do this as a task, but as a therapeutic session. तो जब मैं अपना रूम क्लीन करती हूँ, I play on some frequency music, some positive music. I light some candles and put some essence and fragrance, and turn on the humidifier and close the room and just be myself. Just see all the books and everything, even if there is no dust, it might not appear, but there is. So you just need to clean everything. And a little tip is changing the direction of your chair or your table just a little bit, because उससे आपका प्रोडक्टिविटी बहुत इंक्रीज़ होता है. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट आई नोटिस व्हेन आई यूज़ टू स्टडी इन लाइब्रेरीज़. इस कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो लोग एक जगह पे बैठ के उनका प्रोडक्टिविटी बहुत इंक्रीज़ होता है, बट आई वॉज अमंग दो स्टूडेंट्स जो अलग अलग चेयर्स पे बैठ के जब उनका प्रोडक्टिविटी एक पीक पे पहुंच जाता था, उसके बाद इट यूज़ टू स्टार्ट ड्रॉपिंग डाउन. सो वेन एवर आई चेंज्ड माई सीट इन द लाइब्रेरी, or whenever I changed some of the furniture around my room wherever I used to study, तो मेरा productivity increase होता था, because there was a fresh energy. और मैं वो देख के, वो scene देख के and वो पूरा environment देख के पक नहीं जाती थी. So it felt like, okay, this is a new place. That is what it seemed like for me. Now then, what is the second thing? Second thing is, after you clean all of your room, including the bed sheet, if there's a bed, or the cupboard and everything, and it should not take more than like 1.5 hours or so. And don't think about time, to be honest. This is your reset day, so just go with it. Just take your time, enjoy the music, sip tea or coffee, whatever you want, and just feel the music and just do it. Now, number Two thing is taking your journal. Now, if you know me anywhere close, you know I am literally obsessed with journaling. चाहे वो जर्नलिंग आपकी ग्रैटिट्यूड जर्नल हो, चाहे आपकी गोल्स जर्नल हो, चाहे आपका प्लानर हो, आई एम समवन हु इज़ ऑब्सेस्ड विद जर्नलिंग बिकॉज व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड जर्नलिंग लाइक 4.5 years back, I guess, it completely changed my life. I mean, settling in India versus working for a almost impossible dream like going to US for for my dream. It started only once I started journaling that I gained that courage that हाँ ये भी मेरा एक dream था which I wanted to achieve. So yeah, so what I want you to do, if you already have a journal, take that, and if you don't have, just take out a new journal and just write whatever comes to your mind. Just write. If you are feeling frustrated, अगर आपकी किसी से लड़ाई हुई है, मॉम डैड ने आप पे चिल्ला दिया, if they are saying कि तुम useless हो, तुमसे नहीं पढ़ाई हो रही है, if you think that you are useless और तुमसे नहीं पढ़ाई हो रही है, जो भी मन में आए just लिखने का. Okay, just a dump journal. If you have seen one of my reels on dump journaling, so yeah, you might know what I'm talking about. You just have to empty that kachra that is occupying your mind and just put it into that journal. Now why you need to do this? Because आप अपनी life reset कर रहे हो, so आपके mind में there is only so much that you can contain. So आपको कुछ new start करना है तो आपको पहले उसको खाली करना पड़ेगा. Now close that and open your planner and start writing 10 things that you achieved in the last 6 months. They can be as small as that you started making your bed, you started waking up 30 minutes early for that matter, or you started enjoying you know uh, uh, any hobby of yours recently. Anything, just write 10 things that you're proud of what you did in the last 6 months that changed your life positively. Now uh, next I want you to write what are the things that you have achieved in the last 6 months. Now this can get little stressful, but stay with me because you are gonna get so much clarity and so much of energy after this session. Okay, in fact you can just take your diary and do your work and just put the podcast on pause or anything and just keep doing these exercises one by one. Okay, so that you have an accountability partner, me. Yes, I am your accountability partner, just like you are for me. Okay, so yeah, you start writing what have you achieved, like how many chapters you did in the last 6 months, how many units, and how many exams or practice tests that you have given, or anything like what have you achieved. Now when I talked about achieving, I'm not just talking about academically or professionally, but dear, you have to write what have you achieved in your personal life, in your professional life, in your health life, which is like related to your body habits and all those things, and your emotional life, how your decisions have changed in the last 6 months, and for good or for bad. Basically what we are doing is tracking our life. Okay, and then you will get to a certain point, so you have to be like very practical and non-judgmental and neutral while writing these. And then you will start writing what are your goals and what were your goals for this year and how much of them have you achieved. Now I don't want you to beat yourself up कि मुझे 20 चैप्टर करने थे पिछले 6 महीने में बट मैंने 10 ही किए. No, you will say, okay, I did 10 chapters, now how can I improve my productivity? क्योंकि अगर आप अपने गोल्स पे एग्जैक्टली पहुंच रहे हो तो आप बहुत छोटे गोल्स रख रहे हो, और अगर अपने गोल्स पे नहीं पहुंच रहे हो बिल्कुल भी, like 1 or 2 chapters out of 20, then that means you are keeping very big goals. So you have to be really smart while deciding what are your goals for the month or the 6 months. And if you have not made any goals in the 6 months, then dude, this is the time that you should start writing what are your goals henceforth. Like coming 6 months में 2023 चल रहा है, and whenever you play this video, whatever year it is, you have to see कि इस ईयर के एंड में और इस ईयर के मिड में व्हाट आई वांट टू अचीव, एंड व्हाट आर योर शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, व्हाट आर योर लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स. Suppose you want to become a doctor, or suppose you want to become a pianist, so that is your long term goal. Okay, you want to join this institute, that is your long term goal. But short term goal क्या होगा? Applying to piano lessons, or joining the institute or any coaching classes for that matter. These will be your short term goals. So अपने goals को हमेशा long term और short term में divide करना है. इतना short term में कि आप हर महीने देख सको आपकी progress को, क्योंकि अगर आपको आपकी progress नहीं दिखेगी, so you will feel very disheartened. And trust me, जब आपके goals बहुत बहुत बड़े होते हैं and बहुत lengthy होते हैं, so progress देखना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So in this journey you have to track your progress. No, after writing this, when you have made a big goals list, now I want you to go on Pinterest or Google and collect photographs of places, people, institutes and things that inspire you, motivate you and give you positive boost. And I just want you to get them printed and अपनी wall के आगे चिपका लो. Literally paste them in front of your wall every single day. I used to see the photos of New York because that was my dream कि मुझे यहाँ जाना है, यहाँ पे काम करना है. So what you see almost always ends up coming into your life. So seeing is believing and believing is receiving. So आप जितना अपने गोल्स को देखोगे, जितना उस जगह को देखोगे जहाँ आप जाना चाहते हो, उतने आपके चांसेस इंक्रीज़ होंगे आपके गोल को अचीव करने के लिए. नाउ उसके बाद आपको एक लेटर लिखना है अपने आप को कि सपोज यू वांट टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर. नाउ if it takes like 1 year or 2 years, I want you to write a letter from your future version, like 2024, 2025, that version is already a doctor and what he or she is enjoying and what he or she grateful for that you're doing right now. And वो सारी चीज़ें लिखनी है जो आप फ्यूचर में सोचते हो आप करोगे. एंड देन आपको अपने प्रेजेंट वर्जन को ब्लेस करना है एंड उसको बोलना है कि इट्स ओके यार, वट एवर यू आर डूइंग योर बेस्ट, जस्ट गिव अप मत करना, यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट, यू आर गोइंग थ्रू दिस जर्नी एंड आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू. ये लेटर मुझे हमेशा 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 बहुत इंस्पायर और मोटिवेट कर देता है. एंड आई गेन समवट ऑफ लव एंड कंपैशन फॉर माई प्रेजेंट वर्जन जो कि ट्राई कर रहा है अपने गोल्स के लिए. ओके, but it's just that sometimes it feels that I'm not trying enough. But trust me, किसी को आप गुस्से से काम करके देखो और किसी को आप प्यार से काम करवा के देखो, तो obviously हमेशा जिसको आप प्यार से काम करवाओगे he or she will end up achieving more. Like you know this, I think everyone knows this. So similarly, अगर आपको अपने आप से काम करवाना है, so आपको अपने subconscious mind में ये feed करना है that I am proud of you girl, I am proud of you boy, and you are doing the best you can at this moment, and just keep on going and don't feel like a loser. I know you can do this and just keep going on. So yeah, this thing almost always resets me in the most perfect way possible. And then comes the final thing is, what are the habits that are stopping you currently from achieving your goals, and what are the habits that you need to include in your life so that you end up achieving your goal. So for example, if I talk about myself, for me watching continuously K-dramas was one of the habits that literally made me feel like crippling, because day and night I used to watch K-dramas in those days when I was literally addicted to them, and I used to feel so guilty after watching them. So what I did and I didn't do it like immediately, but I started doing it little by little. That I started watching K dramas more and more difficult for me. For example, deleting the app or setting the timers, or studying with the study partner, so that if I'm studying with somebody, so there is less chance of me going in my phone or going in my iPad and watching the K drama. So you have to be like really smart while changing your undesired habits. And the most important trick is to inculcate a new habit. So suppose आप 5 बजे के बाद हमेशा से आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ अब ब्रेक ले लेते हैं, या फिर अब आप कुछ अच्छा देखते हैं, एंड यू एंड अप वॉचिंग इट लाइक 4-5 आवर्स, और आप अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर देते हो. सो वॉट यू नीड इज़ अ न्यू हैबिट इन दैट एग्जैक्ट टाइम, कि आप अपनी टेबल से उठ जाओ. 5 बजे आप चाय बनाना शुरू कर दो, या 5 बजे आप अपने स्टडी पार्टनर से कॉल स्केड्यूल कर दो, सो दैट आपका वो जो आपका ट्रिगरिंग पॉइंट है, अगर वो उस टाइम पे चला गया, तो तब it will be easier for you to skip the K drama and continue the book, or skip the unhealthy habit and continue studying, or doing any useful work for that matter during that time. And talking to people about it and keeping accountability partner is another thing. So currently, while I'm recording this podcast, so there is a book that is kept under my phone, that is called The Power of Habits by Charles Duhigg. So this is the book that I haven't read it completely, but I almost always read it whenever I want to start a good habit, and whenever I want to stop an unhealthy habit. So these are some of the books like Atomic Habits and Power of Habits that you should read while you are working for a long-term goal. Now I can talk about over and over and forever, but please do tell me, did you like this podcast? And I did not plan it, and there are so many other steps that you can do in your reset, but these were the basic ones. So just in summary, I will say what were the things. Okay, let's recall. So number one thing was just getting up from wherever you are going. Second is going in your study room and just analyzing your room. Number three was cleaning your table, your chair, your study books and everything. Number four was playing in some music, lighting some candles, and putting in some fragrance and just enjoying the whole cleaning part. Number five was taking out your journal and just dump journaling. Number six was what are the good things that you're proud of that you did in the last 6 months. And number seven was what are your goals and how much have you achieved them, and what are the habits that are stopping you from them, and how you can change your habits. So this is more or less the summary. If you like them, please like this podcast, so that I get to know that you're liking it. And you can follow me on Instagram. My name is Dr. KMD on Instagram as well as YouTube, and share this with somebody that you want to inspire. And just that, yeah, take care and thank you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.